You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
The real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah, how you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news all coming your way here in this meal for your mind. That is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining in, and hopefully you glean some useful information out of it because we've got a lot of significant things going on. I feel like it's like, you know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Everything is going to explain, if you even kept abreast to the basic headlines of the week, you know exactly what we're going to talk about between football entering the postseason this week, Stranger Things, 2025 ending. We got a lot to dive into, so stick around. Here we go. Let's dive into it. Let's jump into it. Mikey, how are you doing? How was the conclusion of 2025 for you, and how has 2026 been so far?
You know, honestly, it's been pretty good so far. I actually found some free time.
I hope you did at some point.
Yeah, to catch up on some entertainment properties. We'll be getting to Stranger Things later in the show, like you mentioned. But I also had a chance to finish the game Dispatch.
Yay! Love that game.
Yeah, it's so good. I think I talked about it briefly last week.
Yes.
But I finally finished it. It's well worth the price of admission. Definitely go try it. It's very polished, very nice story, great characters, great art, music, everything. It's like one of those complete package type games.
Yes.
You can't really poke many holes in it. It doesn't have many issues. So did that. Like I said, finished Stranger Things. I also started watching Pluribus on Apple TV Plus, which is actually another show that feels designed just for you, but you don't have Apple TV Plus, so you got to find another way to check it out.
Yes. I'll find another way.
But the basic premise of the show is so interesting in that there is this... I'm trying not to give away too much, but some kind of event befalls the whole world that kind of changes people. I'll just leave it at that. And
there you go. Leave it at that.
And there's one individual who is left unaffected by this, whatever this thing is. So it's following this one person who is a curmudgeonly, unhappy person who now finds themselves as the only hope for reversing this mysterious, I'll call it an ailment, if you will. Just to be super vague.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. It's got a nice little sci-fi bent to it. It's very heady. It's by Vince Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yep.
Set also in the Albuquerque area.
He loves that area.
I like to imagine this is all just one universe where all this is happening weirdly. It's not, but that'd be funny if it was. But it's really good. It's starring the female lawyer from Better Call Saul. I can't remember her name. But it's her.
Rhea Seinhorn?
She-Horn, something like that.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, her. She's fantastic. She's the main character. So I've been watching that, and I finally started Expedition 33.
Yay! Finally.
Yeah. So I've been checking off a lot of the big entertainment properties.
It's about time, Mikey.
I know. Look, I had a very busy close to the end of 2025.
You literally got married and bought a house. Yeah.
Got married, bought a house, had the holidays.
And holidays, yeah. You rolled right into holidays, yeah.
I did. I went from wedding, honeymoon, house, holidays, back to house.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the start of 2026 is a little bit more low key. So
I hope so too, for your sake. Yeah.
So,
you deserve some time.
I need a break. I got one to catch up on all my stuff, but hopefully the break now extends.
Yes.
But Rich, what have you been up to? How's your early 2026 treating you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been very good. I got to hang out with my family again. We get together on New Year's Day, and I
Yeah.
don't know if that's. I feel like I tell that to some people, and they look at me like, "That what? Why do you get together on New Year's Day?" And then some people are like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Like I don't know. Like, where do you stand on that?
So
Do your family get together on New Year's Eve?
my
Right?
family does New Year's Eve, but I know for some people New Year's Day is the big day. Like there's a lot of traditions with New Year's Day, with like Pennsylvania Dutch and German culture. They're
Yeah.
like the sauerkraut and pork and stuff like that. And I know Black Americans do pork and collards and black-eyed peas. So like New Year's Day is like a big thing for some groups. I never recognized it as a big thing for Italians like me and you.
Yeah,
But it's always been. So what do you guys do for New Year's Day?
we get the pork and
You do the
sauerkraut.
pork. Oh, so you do. Okay,
Yeah,
kind of from your dad's side.
yeah, but it's my mom's side.
But it's your mom's side that doesn't?
Yeah, I don't know. It just got meshed together. I don't know
Just
how
got
that
meshed.
happened.
Yeah. So you do the pork and sauerkraut and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Nice.
Yeah, lots of sauerkraut was eaten.
Okay,
And
good. It's like a cleansing
of-
meal.
There was a lot of good sleep that night because the pipes are working. If you know what I'm talking
Pipes are-
about.
That I think that's really the secret
Yeah.
behind these New Year's
I
Day
think because it cleans
traditions.
you out.
Well, because you just have a whole week of debauchery with nothing but carbs and
Seven
sweets and
fishes.
7 fishes and booze, and you're just like, just living the life. And then New Year's Day, you're like, all right, I got to flush this.
Yeah, that's what the sauerkraut does.
That's what the sauerkraut is for. That's what the greens are for. That's
Yeah.
I feel like New Year's Day is a flush it meal. So you had a good flushing.
Yes, good flush. Very good flush.
It's important.
Yeah,
Look at this
It
age.
is.
At this age, you can't take those things for granted.
that's right.
You got to take them when they come.
That's right, and it was enjoyable. So there you go. That is my official wrap up.
Started 2026 with a bang.
Yes, excellent. All right.
Enough toilet humor.
Yes.
That was good though. It was good that you got a chance to celebrate New Year's Day. That's
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, it's just it's an odd thing, and I never realized growing up that
No,
we get
some
together on New Year's Day.
some families, some cultures do a big thing that day.
Rachel was like, "What? Why do you guys get together New Year's Day?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's just the way we've done it. I don't know."
So traditionally, throughout, like when you were younger, just New Year's Eve was just like a small thing, or did you?
New Year's Eve was like for your friends. Like that was the
Oh,
party
okay.
night. Everybody like you went out with your friends. You got drunk. You got hammered. You
Okay.
watch the ball drop. You pass out. And then New Year's Day was like the family day. You recovered.
Got it.
That's
Ye-
the way we look. I don't know. That's the way we did it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my family was always New Year's Eve. We played Dombola, which is Italian bingo.
Oh yeah, that's
which is-
right. Yeah.
And that's basically all we do. We play Italian bingo. We eat nonstop for like 7 hours straight. And then the next day, I just sleep all day, and that's when I caught up on all my entertainment.
Yeah.
I-
See, I think this is why Rachel didn't understand, or not that she likes my family, but I think like it's
That is 2 back to back.
yeah. She's
It's like when we do Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
yeah,
It's 2
a
back to
lot.
back. Yeah,
It is a lot.
yeah.
But yeah, I think she was like, "Oh man, I miss like staying
Just
in, and
sleeping in. Yeah.
yeah."
Well, are you like, oh, we got to get up and go?
Well, I mean, we
Oh,
gotta
really?
I mean, not like I'm not like
Not like early.
yeah, I'm not like we gotta wake
Like,
up.
hey, wake up.
No, not that. But like we do have to you gotta get ready. You gotta
get
put
up,
yourself
get ready.
together. Yeah.
Man, that is tough.
I don't know.
I spent the whole day in pajamas.
well, yeah, I guess we
I
don't.
woke
Yeah.
up, I sat in front of the TV, and I
It's
stayed there for
also-
8 hours.
It's also this is something that maybe you get excluded from. It's
Okay.
also a big college football day. A lot of bowl
Oh,
games
ew.
are January 1st.
Yeah, so.
I mean, we like watching college football.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Why not?
Mm.
Ah.
I learned that their field is different today,
Yeah.
which is another reason why I don't like them. Yes. Do you know that their hash marks are set wider apart than in the
Yes,
NFL?
that's
So on the
right.
one side, there's 60 yards. On the other side, there's 90 yards. That's why you see a lot more screens and stretch plays and stuff, because they have almost 100, not 90 yards, 90 feet. So they have all like almost 100 feet to work with on the one side, depending on where the ball is spotted. It's crazy. It's cuckoo bananas. You only have to have 1 foot in bounds. That's not even a catch, really.
Oh.
No
boy.
wonder there's so many busts. People are like, oh, they were so good in college. What happened? Yeah, college is it's Pop Warner League.
Yeah, there's a lot of ticky tack things.
All
that-
ticky tack things. Yeah.
You can shove
Anyway.
people. Yeah.
You can shove people.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when going out of bounds. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
refer to. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, the whole point is, we had fun. We enjoyed it. But yeah, now we're in the new year. It is officially time.
Yep.
We are in 2026.
We're in the thick of it now.
Yep. And since we teased football, there you go. Let's launch into the first segment revolving around sports in the Sports Sampler.
It's time for the Sports Sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face.
That's right. Sports coming at you in your face. One more thing to mention about college football. 3 out of the 4 teams that got a bye lost in the college
that's
football
right. You
playoff.
told me about that. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We need to keep a beat on this. I don't know if this college football playoff is working.
We've kind of been banging that drum the past few championship sporting events where like bye weeks aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, I don't think bye weeks really are advantage anymore.
I think I don't know. This is just my theory. I think that back in the day, sports science and medicine was not as good as it is now. So having a week off, your body recuperated. Now the way that sports medicine and sports science is so finely tuned, I feel like not that like players they are healing faster, but like I feel like the recovery time, you don't need that extra week. That extra week is somehow detrimental where you like cool off too much instead of recuperating. They do more recuperative work during the weeks so that they can last through a longer season. So they don't need the week off unless you're legitimately injured like the Eagles.
Yeah, or or Niners
Or the Niners, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a weird phenomenon, and not just in college football in the NFL, but also in baseball too. The bye week has not really helped the Phillies.
Like I said, I think in bygone eras, like teams were really battered and bruised and legitimately needed the week. But with the way sports medicine and science is, they don't need it as much, I think is...
So is it becoming more of a hindrance? I don't know.
I think I'd rather just stay hot and warmed up than, sit a whole week. I don't know. I've been noticing this trend. I know other people have been noticing it too. It seems to be like a growing narrative.
Well, that's a great transition into the Eagles game because the Eagles decided to create their own bye week.
Yeah.
Resting most of their starters in this game against Washington, but then they ended up losing 24-17. And it's a shame because they could have jumped up to the number 2 seed if they had won this game.
And they almost did too with the backups.
Yeah, but unfortunately didn't pull it out. I mean, do you have any regrets on this, or was this the right move?
I mean, after all that talk about the bye week, it sounds kind of hypocritical to say, oh, no, we absolutely needed it. But I think that the Eagles were at a point in their season where they needed a moment to regroup. And this game was kind of like, we talked about it when we were making the picks. Like, the backups were on par with Washington starters, and they were mostly. I think we needed the time to really focus on the next opponent. I think it's the one time where looking ahead was okay because this game didn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, other than trying to get the number 2 seed.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, so I think that it was better to rest the starters in this case because we legitimately had injuries that have been persisting all year long that we wanted to try to put our guys in the best position possible. And the way the offense has been, give them an extra week to really come up with a good game plan for the wild card round, then it's going to sound weird, but waste your time on the Washington Commanders who, I mean,
Yep.
So what do you think? It sounds like you'd rather us play the starters.
I'm just going to play devil's advocate with you.
Okay.
Does it worry you that because they're at the number 3 seed now, they potentially have lost a home game in the divisional round?
No. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll get to it. I don't know that it will matter.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, I do agree with you, Mikey.
Okay.
The number one trait, the number one most important factor to have going into the playoffs is availability.
Yeah.
And you do not want Jalen Hurts or A.J. Brown or Saquon going down on a stupid injury in a meaningless Week 18, essentially meaningless Week 18 game.
Yeah.
That is just that's negligence of the highest order.
Yeah.
In terms of preserving your season.
No, absolutely.
So
I think
I am
one of the
with you
players
on
went
that.
down with a terrible injury, didn't they? one of our backups.
Yeah, it can happen.
It can happen. And I think, to circle back briefly to the bye week thing, I think the issue that we might be seeing, and I don't know if anybody's looked into this at all, but for teams that lock up a bye week early, it's not just the 1 week they get off. They kind of glide the last week of the season, too.
You're talking about like the Colts when they went 13-0 and then they benched Peyton Manning.
Even the Eagles all those years. We'd wrap up the division week 13, and they'd start sitting the starters week 15, week 16. We'd get the bye week. Then they're coming into the playoffs, 3 weeks of no activity. Remember?
Yeah.
2003, 2004? So I think part of the bye week issue might be teams resting their starters the last week and then the bye week as well. Like, if you're still playing starters all week long, week 18, then yeah, the bye week might help. But I think a lot of cases we're not seeing that anymore.
All right. Well,
I don't know. It's just my crazy theory.
We'll find out. Good luck, Seahawks and Broncos, because they've got the bye weeks as the number one seeds in each conference. We'll find out because it didn't help Detroit last year. Detroit was one and done. Boom.
Bounced.
Yeah,
first round.
It might not help. Before we get into the picks for Super Wildcard Weekend, there was also another big day in football that happened, and that is the day after the end of the regular season, Black Monday. This is when the teams that didn't do well or didn't fulfill their promises, they look at their head coaches and wonder if they should fire them. And as of this recording, we are up to 7 NFL head coaches fired so far.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
Yep. For 7 teams, they are hitting the reset button on their head coaches. Most notably, we're going to pick out 2 because I think it's just crazy to think of. The first one, Pete Carroll with the Raiders. I mean, that whole team was just, I don't know what the hell the roster construction idea was behind that. I don't know why the coaching hire was the coaching strategy was before, the coaching strategy behind it was either. But Pete Carroll done after 1 season with Las Vegas. I mean, he's 72, I think, 73.
Yeah, he's up there.
What was the aim of this season?
I'm not even sure. I mean, if you want to tank, don't bring back a guy like Pete Carroll. Like, why bring back like a big name guy just maybe to create an illusion that you're trying? But they clearly didn't try that well.
And they literally had the worst record.
Yeah.
They're going to get the number 1 overall draft pick.
So, yeah, I don't know what their theory was. They didn't have a shot in that division, full stop.
Nope.
Because of the competition in the division.
Also, in terms of getting your next head coach, I don't know if this is a spot you even want to go. They have no quarterback. They don't really have a whole lot of strong pieces to keep.
Well, there's 2 schools of thought. You go in with a 5-year plan like Andy Reid did with Philadelphia.
Come on.
That is one school of thought. The other school of thought is the Al Davis school of thought.
Number one, if a head coach has that much levity to issue, I'm going to have a 5-year plan, they're not going to Vegas. They're going to go to another team.
They're not.
Number 2, if you're an unknown head coach and you have a 5-year plan, they're going to laugh at you and be like, okay, well, you better get it done in 2.
I'm just saying that is one school of thought. The other school of thought is the Al Davis, Mark Davis school of thought, which is just throw darts at a board and see what sticks. Yeah. If I were a coaching candidate in the NFL, I would only take the Raiders job if I were desperate. Yeah, because it seems like a bad situation. Like,
the only upside is that you have the number 1 overall pick.
You get to pick your guy, and that matters to a lot of coaches. But if you're a young guy, I don't think you know what your guy looks like yet, right?
Or who you're willing to build your team around.
Like if you're a young 35, 36-year-old head coach, like your first head coaching gig, like you don't know yet who your guy is going to be.
Who is the centerpiece of your team going
right.
to be?
I don't think you have enough tenure to grasp that concept, When you have a more tenured head coach and they go somewhere and they get to pick their guy, like, that makes sense. But I wouldn't trust a young guy to come in here and pick their guy. Likewise, I also wouldn't give the franchise to an old guy like Pete Carroll who would risk retiring the very next year. That's not a good look for continuity.
Yeah.
Right? So they're kind of just in a rock and a hard place here.
Good luck. I don't know what the strategy is for the Raiders.
They don't have one. They're one of those quote-unquote poverty franchises right now.
They do have Tom Brady as a part owner. Why don't you make him
a
coach?
coach? Make him a coach, yeah.
Why not? They don't got anything better.
Is that a conflict of interest if you're part owner, part coach? I don't think so.
No, why not? Screw it. It's 2026. Nothing matters anymore.
Nothing matters. Nothing makes sense. Do whatever you want to do.
Why not?
Take over a South American country. Why not?
Yeah. What a jam.
Just do whatever you want to do.
All right.
I don't know if the Raiders are capable of doing that despite their name. But there is one other big head coach firing that we have to get to, because the Raiders is one thing. They're not a very good football team, but the Baltimore Ravens.
This was a shocker today.
Parting ways with John Harbaugh after 18 seasons. Rich, gut reaction.
Oh, good for you.
Not smart, I take it.
I'm confused. Like, John Harbaugh is respected as like one of the best football minds out there.
I mean, he's been coaching in the league since '98.
And I mean, I know he hasn't had you probably look at the Eagles. Ooh, they've won 2 Super Bowls in the last 7 years. But it's
hard to win any Super Bowl.
Right. John Harbaugh at least has put his team into positions where they could win and they could make a run for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
He just had really bad luck between Mark Andrews not holding on to that ball in the end zone, the kicker in the game on Sunday night, knocking them out of the playoffs on last Sunday night. I mean,
not to mention that the AFC the past 20 years has been just overly dominant between the Patriots and Chiefs.
Right. And here's something else, too. John Harbaugh is going to find another job.
Oh, yeah, immediately.
To me, that's like one of those things I would try and hold the leash and be like, I don't know if we should get rid of this guy. If somebody you're gonna fire and you're gonna let go is instantly like in the running for another team's head coaching position, I think you need to reassess what's going on. But also on the flip side, the fans were very upset. The fans have been calling for some sort of drastic change within the organization. I don't know if this is the right move, but oof, I think that's going to be a tough pill to swallow when you realize you're going to have to find a new head coach. I don't know who's going to be better than John Harbaugh. I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean that's the tough thing, where you're right. You have to replace somebody who was already a very good head coach. His career win percentage is over 600. He only made it to the playoffs last year, and he won a playoff game.
Yeah, he's got a playoff
so
win.
It's not like he has a playoff drought where he hasn't been making the playoffs.
Mike Tomlin.
Well, I'm going to get to him in a second. So, like, yes, he hasn't been back to a Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl since the early 2010s, but it's really hard to do that. And I would lay some of the blame at the feet of upper management and the GM and the ownership, because they have continuously failed to give weapons to their quarterbacks over the years. Like, yes, they gave Lamar Jackson some additional weapons the past couple of years, but before that, they were bringing in, what was it, like retired Deshaun Jackson and like
DeAndre Hopkins.
Like all these like washed up nobody receivers who were good 5-6 years ago. Like, oh, we got you a weapon. Not really. So, part of the blame falls on them too. On the other hand, I do understand that you need to pull the plug at some point, and you need to start the rebuild at some point. So it's like such a tough call, because you feel like he was just really good a very short time ago. You look at the last couple seasons before this year, it was 10 wins, 13 wins, 12 wins, playoffs, won multiple playoff games. It's not like he's had a very long drought. It's only this year. But again, if you're going to start a rebuild, it's like when the Eagles had to part ways with Andy Reid. It's like, all right, like.
Yeah, but Andy Reid lost control of his locker room. So did Doug Peterson. Like, there were definitely like line in the sand moments where you're like, this isn't going to last much longer.
And we don't know what that relationship is with John Harbaugh and the locker room. It didn't seem like he had lost it from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah, didn't seem like it.
You can when you're a fan and you're following a team, you can tell. Yeah. So I haven't been following the Ravens. If the Ravens fans were like, something's got to change, maybe there was something there, but it didn't seem like it from my perspective.
Well, Baltimore fans, you're going to have to support your organization. They get rid of John Harbaugh, a startling announcement today. He's going to find a team. He's going to be a top candidate if he wants another job.
Immediately.
We'll see. He might take a year off. You know, some coaches do that. But I have no doubt he's going to, if he wants to coach next year, he's going to find plenty of openings, 7 openings.
At least.
So he'll find a spot somewhere. Wouldn't it be funny if he ends up with the Raiders? Because then he would coach against his brother twice. That would be the same division.
That would be interesting. I feel like the NFL writers are working that into the script. It's like, what would it take to get him to Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where he could end up landing. Like I said, Raiders, I mean, maybe John Harbaugh is the one type of, like, later in his career, very respected. He could be the guy that goes in with a 5-year plan and say, like, listen, I want my guy. I want to build the team a certain way. We're going to make certain changes. Like, maybe
he would have the clout, yeah.
He would have the clout. And the Chiefs are on the downswing. The Chargers are tough, but again, that's his brother.
Yeah.
So
just figure out what's going on at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, exactly. And the Broncos, they're still very new at this. So,
yeah,
I feel like there might be some wiggle room in that division. So we'll see. We'll see. But I do want to get to the other guy, the guy who beat John Harbaugh to actually make the playoffs.
Here you go. Yep.
Mike Tomlin. Because in all this research of Black Monday and the coach firings, I had one.
Mike Tomlin is in.
I had one question.
He is A-okay.
He is A-okay. He made the playoffs, but after learning that John Harbaugh had been with the Ravens for 18 seasons, which is a very long time, I was like, let me check up Mike Tomlin. He's been with the Steelers for 19 years. He last won a playoff game in 2016, so that's almost a 10-year.
Well, depends on what happens this weekend.
Well, that's true. But if they don't win, would be a 10-year playoff win drought. At what point do you pull his plug like John Harbaugh?
Well, his contract is expiring at the end of 2026.
Just let him ride it out.
So that could be it. That could be the natural break.
Yeah. I mean, he's admittedly been a very good head coach over the past almost 20 years. But a similar situation to John Harbaugh. Their careers took similar paths. They won very early in their career. Mike Tomlin in his second year, John Harbaugh in his 5th year. And then they kind of just were really good regular season coaches and never really had that postseason success after that.
Right.
So it'll be interesting because their paths kind of took a similar trajectory to see what happens with Tomlin after this playoff season.
Yeah, we shall see. But speaking of things that we're going to see, should we launch into our Super Wildcard Weekend picks? It's not Fantastic Four.
No, it's not.
Because we got Super 6.
Super 6 picks for Super Wildcard Weekend.
Super.
Let's do it.
Super everything. All right, here we go. Let's get the thinking caps on. Here you go. Super everything.
Super everything. Well, first up, I don't know how super this matchup is. It is the 5th-seeded LA Rams traveling to the 4th seed 8-9 Carolina Panthers to kick off the weekend. This is a Saturday 4:30 game. Rich, do the 12-5 LA Rams with Matt Stafford stand any chance against division winners 8-9 Carolina Panthers?
Shut up. This is why if I had it my way, the 7 teams should be reseeded. I can't believe an 8-9 team is allowed to get a home game in the playoffs, but whatever. The Rams are 10.5-point favorites. Don't overthink it. The Rams are going to win this one.
10.5 points.
In a playoff game.
In a playoff game. I know everybody's going to point to the Panthers beating them at the end of November. Yes, that's true. They did. That was very impressive. But I just think the Rams have more experience here in the playoffs. Matt Stafford is a proven, battle-tested playoff quarterback. The Rams are still one of the top teams. I think maybe even the top team in the NFC. But just barely losing to Seattle in their last matchup. So they're right there. It'd be a great story if the Panthers won. It would be. But I don't think that's the ending that we're going to get.
No.
Stranger Things.
10.5-point favorites. No.
Yeah, no. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get to some real games. We have the 7-seed Green Bay Packers traveling to the 2-seed Chicago Bears. This is a Saturday 8 p.m. game. Rich, how do these division rivals match up here? This is like a storied matchup. What do you think?
Yeah, a big division rivalry matchup in the playoffs. And I've got to say, I'm very shockingly nervous for the Bears. I don't think the Bears are in a good position as they think that they are, because the Packers are going to get Jordan Love back in this game.
Yep.
That defense they got hurt obviously without having Micah Parsons. You know, he's out for the season, but that defense is still competent. They're able to make stops when they have to, and I don't know if Caleb Williams is ready for a playoff run. This is his first playoff game. There's going to be some nerves happening in this one. Jordan Love, at least, on the other hand, has been through the playoff ringers before, suffering losses with the Eagles last year. So the nerves should be settled for him. And I think the Packers, a lot of people are just assuming that they're hurt and they're not going to put up much of a fight. I don't know. I think that's a huge mistake. I think the Packers are in a good position here to pounce on an overconfident Bears team. And here's something else, too. The point spread is a toss-up and hasn't changed.
Yep.
There's been no movement on this, so that means there's
favors
money.
The Packers.
Yes.
Favors the Packers on the road.
Yes. So I'm going Packers in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I alluded to it already about the 2-seed not mattering. One of the most dangerous teams in the wild card round is a team like the Packers, a team who skates in and getting their star quarterback back at just the right time. And I know people are going to wonder, why am I saying this for the Packers but not the Panthers? The Panthers relied on so many other things to even get them to the playoffs, where the Packers, despite it all, did have a winning record. And a lot of those losses at the end of the season came without Jordan Love in the lineup. So, I'm not saying, they definitely would have gone, matched the Bears at 11-6. But maybe they could have pulled off an extra win or two. So I think the Packers right now are undervalued, and the Bears might be a little overvalued.
Yes.
You always see this with teams that make the playoffs for the first time, that had a really good season, playing a last place schedule. And I'm not taking anything away from the Bears. Love their story. They're so much better than anybody gave them credit for. So that is a win for the team right there. But I think the Packers come in with a little bit of extra juice under the radar, like we said. I think they're a really dangerous team.
Yeah.
I don't know how far they make it, but I think
I have an inkling that the Packers could pull this one out.
And that's why I don't think the 2nd seed matters.
All right, there you go.
All right, next up, though, we have an interesting matchup here, not one that I think many expected. The 6th-seeded Buffalo Bills at the 3-seeded Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a Sunday 1 o'clock game. The Bills, we did not expect to be this far down the seeding, and the Jaguars coming out of seemingly nowhere, 13-4 this season. Rich, how do you begin to figure this one out? The Jaguars, I think, flew completely under the radar all year.
Yes, they snuck up through the rankings as the Colts fell down in that division. I got to go with Josh Allen. Number one, obviously, Josh Allen, league, MVP, all that stuff. But also, to me, if the Bills lose this game and they're 1 and out, they're 1 and done, you want to talk about coaching questions.
On the hot seat?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's going to be some serious questions about Sean McDermott and whether or not he can actually lead this team to a Super Bowl one year. This is probably their best shot. There's no Mahomes. There's no Lamar. There's no Burrow.
Well, it's so funny. This was supposed to be the Bills' year, and all of a sudden the Patriots come out of nowhere. All these teams come out of nowhere, and the Bills find themselves at the 6th seed. It's a little crazy, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the Bills. And again, the same situation with Packers at Bears applies to Bills at Jaguars. It is essentially a toss-up on the sports books, which favors the visiting team. So I'm going with the Bills in this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is the very definition of why Wild Card Weekend is wild, because, and I really like these 3 and 6 matchups, because there's a lot of teams that can be very dangerous in this position, those low-seeded teams. And the Buffalo Bills, I think, are one of those teams that are way better than their seeding implies, right? Like, they were right up there with the best of them. So there's no reason why they wouldn't be able to compete against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I think this is Trevor Lawrence's first playoffs, right?
Definitely first home playoff game. I don't think
First
they've ever
home
had.
okay.
I don't think they've ever won a division, and I don't think they have.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville had...
They might have snuck in before.
Yeah, they may have snuck in before, but I don't know. I
Definitely first one for Cohen, new
Yeah.
head coach.
I always have liked Buffalo. As people know on this podcast, I always have liked Buffalo as a team. They've been my AFC team for a bit. So I'm going to continue going Buffalo here. I don't see any reason to change the trend.
If they lose this game, yeah, get ready for some questions on Sean McDermott.
Yeah, I just think the Buffalo Bills are a more veteran team here. So I like the Buffalo Bills. Next up, though, we have the 7-seed LA Chargers at the 2-seeded New England Patriots. This is a Sunday primetime game. Rich, who do you like?
All right, finally we get to those 3 games, all away teams we picked.
Yeah.
No, this one's going to be a home team.
Yeah.
I like Coach Vrabel. I like what he's done with the Patriots. They just play smart. I know they've had an easy schedule this season, arguably one of the easiest schedules in NFL history, but it just seems like they're just playing smart, fundamental football, and I think that'll be enough to carry them in this first wild card game, especially with the Chargers. We're still not 100% sure on Justin Herbert and his one arm. So
the one-arm
bandit. So I think we go Patriots in this one.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots had an easy schedule, but Drake May is really performing at MVP level. 4,400 yards, under 10 interceptions. I mean, he's just been playing really, really solid football. This is so tough because neither of these, I mean, obviously Drake May is very new. Justin Herbert hasn't done anything in the playoffs. So 2 very new teams to this. This one's tougher than I think the other ones. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Patriots, though, just because they'll be comfortable at home. It's very difficult to play in Foxborough this time of year, especially for an LA team. So I think that the weather, the conditions benefit them. It's going to be a night game. It's going to be. I think it's going to be really tough to travel all the way across the country in those conditions and win on the road in Foxborough.
All right.
So I'm going to go with the Patriots too, but this is going to be a tough one. The Patriots are going to be an interesting team to watch as the playoffs continue. Next up, we have the 5-seed Houston Texans at the 4-seed Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a Sunday. I think I got these times wrong because are both these games Sunday primetime?
No,
this is a Monday.
That's the Monday one.
This is a Monday night game.
Monday.
This is a Monday night game. Rich, who do you like?
All right. So in this one, the sports books are giving the edge to the Texans, a 3-point away favorites.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them.
yeah. So I think that shows you where the money's going, where the experts are laying their money. I can't take the Steelers seriously. They literally got in just because of a dumb missed field goal. I mean, they should have lost that game on Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I'm riding with the Texans. I feel like they actually have a stout defense. C.J. Stroud seems to be coming back into form. I think they're a good team that you want to see ride in the next round of the playoffs. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, the Texans played in, it sounds crazy to say, but a tougher division this year.
Yeah.
Right? Between the Colts and the Jaguars. The Steelers, you know that I'm never sold on the Steelers.
Especially not this year.
I just pointed out that if they lose this weekend, they will have a 10-year playoff win drought. And, I mean, maybe this is the year they turn it around with 40-million-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
I don't like the way that they build their teams. I don't like the way that they're this generation's version of Jeff Fisher and the Rams/Titans. The way that they got in, like you said, just, a missed field goal. It very much feels like the Carolina Panthers, where they weren't controlling their destiny. It was kind of just like handed to them. They're like, here you go. You want a playoff berth?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Texans. Another road win, but that's why it's Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah, so far, that's only
I think it's
one
only
home game one home team that we're calling for?
Well, hopefully that changes with the next one because we have our very own hometown Philadelphia Eagles hosting the 6th seed San Francisco 49ers. The Eagles are the 3rd seed. This is a Sunday 4:30 game. Rich, who do you like?
All right, this is going to be a game I feel like you're going to know by halftime who's going to win, because if this is a relatively lower scoring game, I think the Eagles have the advantage with that stout defense. But if this turns into a shootout, I don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to hold on. That would be, to me, the worst case scenario, is if they can't pressure Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy. If they can't get to them and they start putting points on the board, I don't know if the Eagles can keep up. However, this defense is still top 3 in the league. They are vicious. I think they're going to get to Brock Purdy. I think they're going to get pressure on him, and they're going to stop Christian McCaffrey. And the sports books agree, because the line that came out for this on Sunday afternoon when the seedings were finished was Eagles -3. It's jumped to Eagles -4.5. So that means a lot of money came in on the Eagles, and that drove up the point spread to increase it to 4.5-point favorites for the Eagles. So I am going with the Eagles at home in this Sunday matchup.
Yeah, the reports are that we're getting Lane Johnson back into the lineup. Meanwhile, San Fran is going to be missing Fred Warner. They have a couple of other injuries playing late into the season where we rested our starters. The other big thing that I think is going for the Eagles in our benefit is defense wins championships. And there's one key stat that the Eagles have harped on all season long, and I think bears repeating in this matchup: turnover differential. Not giving up the ball is so important in playoff games when all the teams are at such a high caliber. The 49ers are in the bottom quarter of the league in turnover differential. They're giving the ball up way more than they're taking it away. The Eagles are in the top quarter of the league when it comes to turnover differential. You also have one single player as both their leading rusher and receiver. That's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, stop him.
You know the game plan. You just got to stop one guy.
Stop Christian McCaffrey.
Just one guy. The Eagles hypothetically have multiple weapons on offense. We'll see if any of them get involved.
I don't know about that.
But hypothetically, we have many offensive weapons. So many, Kevin Patullo. So many.
And so many ways to use them.
So many different routes that you can have them run.
So many ways you can have Saquon run.
That's just a subtle message. I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I think so too.
The defense wins this one. It has to.
I would hope so. All right, so there you go. Those are our Super 6 fantastic 6 picks, whatever the hell we're going with. I don't know. The damn NFL playoff structure ruined our alliteration. Whoops.
It worked so well until they had to mess it all up.
Yeah, so there's 6 games with the Super Wildcard weekend. So unfortunately, yeah, it's not Fantastic Four picks. If you're harping on about that, you got to wait till next week. Then it's back to 4 picks. Right?
The people out there are very upset.
Is it 4? Is it back to 4?
It's back to 4.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Jesus, stupid. Too many things to
What are you
going to
do when they increase the playoffs to 8 teams?
Oh my God!
Per conference, which you know is going to happen.
We're going to have to cut out games. That's
yeah, we can't pick 8 games at that point. Just
unless it's the whole show.
Pick the entire week of football.
Right. That's what we would have to do at that point. It would have to be just a whole podcast on just the wild card weekend.
Too many games.
Yeah, too many games.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many games. Too many things to talk about to wrap up this first part of the Crispy Noodle podcast. But don't go anywhere. We still got the entertainment entree and the non-fortune cookie odd news when we return from the break. This is the Crispy Noodle podcast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection. in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby, Barnes & Noble, and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
One time in my life, I was in a place called Sri Lanka, which is the island right below India, and they have a lot of camels there. And I rode on a camel, I rode on an elephant, but the camel, this camel came out, and it got up on its back legs, and it started dancing like a belly dancer. And it was moving and throbbing and moving and wiggling, and that one hump on its back was flipping back and forth like a one-breasted female. The name of the camel, Misty One Hump. And there's nothing like a camel when you get into the focus of the real energy of the neighborhood worldwide.
Oh, yeah. We're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
That's what happens when I take too long to refill our water.
Yeah.
Because you play Gary Busey.
I forgot about that Gary Busey clip. I was cleaning out my sound clips, and I found that.
Misty One Hump.
Misty One Hump. Good old Misty One Hump.
Classic.
Yeah. He was in Sri Lanka. Who let Gary Busey into Sri Lanka? Sure.
Who let him into Sri Lanka? Just a countrywide ban, no Gary Busey.
Yeah, you would think more countries would have a ban on him.
Yeah.
Nope, surprisingly not.
If I ran a country, I'd absolutely ban him because he's a little out there.
You mean like a certain South American country?
If I happened to take over a South American country, I'd be like, no, thank you.
I can't believe you stuck that in the sports sampler. What are you, neo-political over there?
I know. I try not to, but every once in a while, I slip up. Anyway, that was entertaining, Rich.
Perfect. Because we need to get to the second part of our show. It's time for the entertainment entree.
This is the entertainment entree, featuring news in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
What is that? I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
Do a barrel roll. To barrel roll, press C or R twice.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
We the all singing, all dancing crap at the world.
It's time for the entertainment entree.
All right, officially in entertainment entree territory, and we're going to kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new movies, TV, and video game properties in Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mike is fiddling around with his papers.
Well, because I realized
There's
that
so many things happening. He's got multiple papers.
I realized that my copy for This Weekend Entertainment was on the sports page that I threw away. So
so many papers!
we run a very professional show here, okay?
So many!
Two pages. Now that I have the papers sorted.
Now that you have your papers sorted.
I don't know why I was panicking to get the copy. There's only 2 shows.
Yeah, are you all right?
In television, I'm fine. In television, The Pit Season 2. I was frazzled like the doctors in The Pit.
Oh, yeah.
It's equally as stressful performing open heart surgery as it is collecting my papers. But it premieres this week on HBO and HBO Max. I did not watch Season 1.
Oh, I did.
So I got to catch up on that before diving into Season 2.
Yeah,
People rave about the show.
Make sure you have something to calm your nerves. Cause
Should I watch it with like a stress ball or something?
Yeah, I get so stressed out watching medical shows, and The Pit did not help. It's a testament to how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, everybody raves about it. I tell the story about the 10 minutes that I watched of one episode, just like randomly in the background. It was just like constant sirens and beeping and screaming for 10 minutes straight. I'm like, this does not seem relaxing in the least.
No, it's not. It is not a relaxing show.
So if you want to kick off the year very stressed, check out the Pit Season 2. It should be very good, though.
Get your papers in order.
In terms of new shows, though, His and Hers is a new psychological thriller limited series premiering on Netflix this week. An investigative reporter covering a shocking murder in her small southern town crosses paths with her estranged husband, who is the detective working on the same case. There's no reviews out yet, but the trailer seems really good. It's got Tessa Thompson, who was Valkyrie in the MCU.
She was also in Westworld.
And John Bernthal, who was the Punisher.
Yes.
Briefly, for a hot second. And also The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Shane.
Good old Shane. That was when The Walking Dead was last good. And that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right. Thank you for that segment. We're going to do trailer talk, looking forward to the future, and a review corner as well.
Yep.
So first, let's knock out the trailer talk. This got released today, and everybody that loves X-Men are jumping through the roof. They are so excited. This is bouncing off the walls. The trailer was released, and apparently we're going to get Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen both, Professor X and Magneto, respectively, coming back into this world.
Super exciting.
I love these two. These two are just a great pair.
I love them. They're both in their early 80s.
Crazy.
So I hope they have a good story that does not require them to be in more movies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But the trailer also briefly showed James Marsden reprising his role as Cyclops as well. This is really exciting news for MCU fans and X-Men fans alike, because everybody's been waiting forever, it seems, for these Fox Marvel properties to make it into the MCU after Disney bought Fox however many years ago. It seems like forever ago, right?
Yeah.
So we're finally seeing that.
It's official now.
It's official now, that blending of the worlds. We got a small taste with Deadpool. We got another small taste with Fantastic Four, First Steps. Got a small taste when they had Multiverse of Madness, and we had like the Bizarro World X-Men, but this is like actual true X-Men, Professor X, Magneto, Cyclops. There's no gimmicks here. It's just them as they are, which is really, really exciting. I'm so curious as to what role they're going to play. I feel like I'm so totally confused here.
Hopefully it's not a huge, long-lasting role, because I don't know if you want to roll the dice.
I mean, it would also be equally sad if they just introduced them and immediately killed them off, but honestly, they need some kind of... Like, you can't just have an X-Men in the MCU without Magneto and Professor X, so they need to come up with some idea.
It's just Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen at like a coffee table, and there's like, is that Doomsday? Yes. Title. Boom.
Title.
Like, that's it.
Dr. Doom just comes in, immediately kills them both.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Is this Doomsday? Boom. That's it.
20 seconds.
20-second roll. That's it.
Just sit there sipping in their British accents, even though they're not British in X-Men.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see these guys back.
Yeah.
I loved the Fox X-Men movies, the first three, even the third one, which people don't like. I liked it. Screw them. I thought it was fun.
I love these two as like they're just really good friends, and
they have such good chemistry.
Yeah.
Such amazing chemistry, and I'm also personally
actually they're gonna tune in. They're gonna be like the they're gonna be like the two old men in the Muppets. You know, they're gonna just comment on everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not actually gonna do anything.
They're just gonna be up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Just,
every battle, every scene, there's some random rafters and just going to be up there observing.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what they're going to... I don't know.
Dr. Doom. His outfit is Doom.
I don't know, but yeah, but I'm just personally super excited to see Magneto back, because I think Magneto is one of the most interesting villains, and I'm interested to see how they flip him into a hero role, because they're not going to bring him back as a villain, as a straight up villain. That doesn't make any sense in a movie that's about Dr. Doom.
Right. You can't out-villain Doom.
No, and also the trailer shows Professor X and Magneto playing like mental chess, so they're not, it seems like they're on friendly terms here. Whatever they went through, they're so old, they've been through so much, they're like, let's stop being enemies kind of vibe.
And let's just harp on everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's suitable.
I think that's suitable too. So I'm just really excited for this. I've been waiting to see how these Fox properties were going to be involved for quite some time. And speaking of other Fox properties, though, another teaser was leaked online. I didn't get a chance to hunt it down, but that apparently shows the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four as well. So you have all the major branches coming into this. You have Captain America, you have Thor coming back, you have the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Wakandans. There were other rumors that suggest that we're still waiting on a Doctor Doom specific teaser to come out as well at some point. But with all these individual character teasers, is there anyone that you are still hoping to see? Do you think there might be any like last minute reveals, or any kind of like surprise teasers of characters we didn't know about yet?
I mean, so far they haven't said anything about Loki. I would definitely want to see Loki.
Ooh, that might be interesting.
I think
he's got to come into it somehow, right?
Right. Especially with him working for the Time Variance
Authority. Right, and because we know that the Fantastic Four are in a different timeline. Yeah. So if we have the Fantastic Four coming into this, we have the X-Men come. These are different timelines in the MCU. They're different timelines. So Loki has to be involved somehow at some point, right?
That's what I would imagine, yeah. So I would be surprised not to hear or see some sort of teaser trailer or something from him.
Yeah. I would love to see Loki as well. Obviously, me as a Spider-Man fan, he's not confirmed for the movie, but I would love to see something involving Spider-Man, but that might be for Secret Wars more specifically. And the reason I say that is because Secret Wars is how Spider-Man gets the symbiote, so it's a very important plot point for Spider-Man going forward if they continue to do the movie. So he has to be part of it. It just depends on when. But yeah, I mean, these teasers have been, some of them have been great, some of them have been questionable. This one was undoubtedly really good.
Yeah, this was good. I like
Captain America one, the Thor one left me. I was like, I don't know if I like these. But I think everyone in the MCU is in agreement. This one, legitimately exciting news.
Yay.
That's a win for MCU fans. But enough with looking toward the future. Let's recap another big entertainment property that just wrapped up this past week. It's time to talk about Stranger Things.
Should we officially do spoilers?
I think we're going to need it.
It's a spoiler! Woo! It's a spoiler! Don't listen! Go away!
All right, there you go. We're officially going to talk about the final season of Stranger Things and the finale and everything there. So this is it. This is your final warning.
Hello!
There you go. All right, officially in spoiler territory here. What did you think of season 5 and the finale to Stranger Things that lasted longer than Ben Simmons' NBA career?
Yeah, it was
one of my favorite stats.
It was a long time coming. I think season 1 started in, it was like 2016.
It lasted longer than Ben Simmons' career.
That's crazy. It was a long time coming. It is a little, so my initial reaction to watching the season, at first it was a little weird to once again see these young actors and actresses who are very clearly much older than the age they are portraying. And like,
that happens.
I'm not oblivious to this. Like, I watched Remember the Titans back in the day when they had like balding 40-year-old men playing 16-year-olds. Yeah. So like, I know it's a thing that Hollywood does, but I think for a show that is very much about coming of age, it's like they already came of age.
Yeah, it's doubly
like I'm looking at these kids and I'm like, they're not kids anymore. These are like, I think the oldest ones were like 30-some years old. I'm like, guys.
Yeah, they're doubly obvious.
I mean, come on. After I got over that mental hurdle, I got into season 5. I was really enjoying the action and the mystery of it all. It felt like this season felt like there's more forward progress than both season 3 and 4 combined. I felt like I don't remember much of season 3 and 4. I don't know why.
What, 3? Wait.
3 was the mall mind.
Oh, 3 was the mall, and then 4 was Russia.
The Russians.
Yeah, the Russians.
Which I get it's like an 80s trope, but utterly ridiculous and so totally not needed at all.
Yeah.
Like in the least.
Also, it's weird that these kids made the jump from like normal high school D&D antics to like, oh, we need to get gats. We need to strap ourselves up. And what's her face? Looked like freaking Rambo.
Okay. But Nancy was cool.
Nancy looked like Rambo.
She did.
Like, she literally had a bandolier.
No,
like,
no. The vibe she was going for was like, what's her name? From Aliens. Like that. Like that's she. They're playing.
Yes,
they're playing on that trope.
Okay, all right, fine.
I thought the visuals were goofy, tongue in cheek, intentionally so. So I kind of enjoyed it.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that's fun. I will.
She does a lot of shooting.
She does a lot of shooting for like a 19-year-old girl.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
And I think that one of my issues with the season was kind of like the story coherence, right? Like there's a lot of, I felt like, internal logical things that didn't make sense in their world. Like they kind of just like, they're like, oh, there's a wormhole now. And it's just accepted that there was like a lot of like more suspension of disbelief than I think is normal in a lot of sci-fi fantasy. And I think the world just became too big for them to grapple with near the end. And it just, like, they just kept on introducing more and more new elements. And I was like, this is getting a little unwieldy at times. How did you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of
like they introduced Holly as like a completely new character and like Vecna's mind palace, and then they had the abyss, and then they had there's a black hole, and there's like this dark energy matter, and like the mind flayer is still around. Like it was just like, I don't know,
it was a lot.
It was a lot of stuff convalescing, and like we had this huge gap in time, like 2 years. I was like, this is like getting very loose around the edges.
Yeah. I'll say some of it does feel unwarranted. Yeah. It felt like they were
the military subplot.
It felt like they were grasping at having that like, oh, the finale twist. It's a wormhole. You know, like.
Yeah.
That was a little tough to swallow, I feel like.
I don't know why they needed to add that.
Yeah.
Like I think that's my thing, that they just added elements that didn't seem like needed at all. Like you're right. Like they came up across the wall. I thought, oh, the wall is going to be, surrounding the town. Like it's probably to keep whatever experiment they were doing contained and stop it from breaking out. But no, it was like the inside wall of the wormhole. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like there were so many other reasons that you could come up with, that you could write in your head. Vecna built the wall to keep his illusion, or the science experiment built the wall to keep the experiment in, or the science built the wall to keep whatever's outside the wall from getting into the experiment. Like there's so many other reasons. Like, no, it's a wormhole. It's like, why?
Yeah.
It just, that's what I mean by the story coherence, the world coherence. Like there was no their internal logic was like fractured at times.
But it was like we have to go for like the home run twist.
Yeah.
Because this is the last season.
Right.
I wish it was just like, oh, that's how you get into the mind layer of Vecna or something.
Right, exactly. Like that would have been totally reasonable. I would have been like, that makes sense. That follows
powering it.
That follows some kind of internal logic.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I made this point several times when we were watching the show when things didn't line up, is that there's a suspension of disbelief. Sci-fi and fantasy require fantastical things that don't have to make sense, but they have to make sense internally.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense that Jedi in Star Wars can like use magic.
All of a sudden, yeah.
It just has to make sense internally, and it does make sense internally.
J.J. Abrams, jeez.
Well, there's a great example. When you break your internal logic, I feel like there are some things in Stranger Things that broke their internal logic.
Yeah.
That was just me personally.
Yeah.
But I don't want to harp on the bad things. There were a lot of good things too. Obviously, the nostalgia was great. How did you feel about the final episode, though?
I thought it was fitting. I did feel like Elle had to die or sacrifice herself. I thought that made sense.
So you're on the Elle died side of
honestly
the ambiguous ending.
I would hope that would be the case, but I know exactly the way they phrase that, because exactly in like 15, 20 years when this is now like an old show to watch, Netflix or whoever owns Netflix at the time is going to revive it, and then we're going to be like, oh, Elle's alive. It's like the perfect cop-out. It's like the perfect way that they can be like, oh, actually, she did survive.
Yeah.
What's his name? Goofy Wolfhard. What's his name?
Finn Wolfhard?
Yeah, his character.
What about him?
What's his name?
Mike.
Oh, Mike was
it's
right.
my name.
Mike was right all along.
Mike was right all along.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, he was right. He had the whole thing dead to rights. And then they can launch a revival series.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's kept ambiguous for a few reasons. One, it's so that fans can write their own ending in their mind, and it kind of absolves the Duffer Brothers of taking a stance where if you have Elle die, you anger half the fans. If you have Elle live, you anger half the fans. So they're like, I don't know, did she? You tell us, you're the writers.
Well, the answer is
it's not that I'm against ambiguous endings. I think
they did it just so they can have an out.
I think they did it so they could have an out. I think they did it so that Netflix can make spinoffs. Like I think there's already one spinoff greenlit. Or if you believe in Conformity Gate.
Oh, there's a secret episode. Oh no,
Rich, how do you feel about Conformity Gate? We are recording this the day before Conformity Gate is supposed to come out. So if you're listening to this after a secret 9th episode actually drops on Netflix, this is going to sound wild. But I'm like refreshing the page constantly. But what do you because I'm like so concerned we're going to be like publish and then like episode 9.
You're the conspiracy theory part of your brain loves this.
I've been getting nonstop TikToks on it. Rich.
No. The answer is no.
No? Okay. So I will say
there is no way a corporation would have the biggest sci-fi TV show of the last 10 years and just have one episode left in the tank and not promote it.
But would the word of mouth not constitute promotion here in this case? You don't think so?
They would want to have it. No, they're a corporation. They would want to have all the things noted, planned out.
They sold tickets for the finale in theaters. So how could you do that and then be like surprised that wasn't actually the finale?
Right. They're not going
to do it. Like if you bought a ticket to go watch the finale in theaters, and then you're like next week it's like, oh, here's the real final up. Like you'd be as a consumer, you'd be pissed, right?
So they're not going to do it.
So my thing is that this feels very much like indoctrination theory to pull out an oldie.
Whoa, wait, what? We're going Mass Effect. What?
So if you remember indoctrination theory, the evidence was like...
What's happening? What? Why are we going back to Mass Effect?
I'm watching these...
You sick bastard. You want a romance tally.
That's a very viable romance option.
No,
I will
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Garrus's girl.
No,
you are stealing Garrus's girl, you son of a bitch.
They did not get together until number 3. Absolutely not. Anyway.
You are disbarred, sir.
I'm trying to say here that this feels like indoctrination theory because the evidence, like some of it, I'm like, okay, like maybe you can make a case for that. But other evidence that I've seen, like the cassettes in the back are Morse code, and they make up a statement that says, you did not win. And they're like, oh, did you notice the dial changes colors? And did you notice like this person is everybody's wearing glasses and the signs in the background don't have any text in them? I'm like, yes, because it's a massive multi-million-dollar television production. And I hate to break it to you, there are continuity errors. It's just something that happens, right? Like, continuity errors happen all the time.
Yes.
I struggle to believe that this would be the single best kept secret in entertainment history in the world. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Like, they don't even keep MCU secrets this close.
Right.
Nothing is this closely guarded. There isn't a video game, movie, TV show, book, music that hasn't been leaked that people haven't discovered. And you're going to tell me that they somehow pulled this off? A group of 20-year-old kids pulled this off, keeping this secret for 2 years? Come on.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
This is the problem, to circle back to internal logic flaws. Because this conspiracy requires everybody who has worked on or participated in the show, the marketing, the promotions, the back end, to keep this secret all at once, all together. If it happens, congratulations. That is a miracle.
No, it's not happening, especially not in this day and age.
I don't expect it to happen.
Maybe if this show came out in 1980 and there
like
wasn't,
it actually came out in 1980,
right?
yeah.
And there wasn't the internet or social media or cameras on everybody's phones, maybe you would have a shot. But no, not in this day and age. That's not happening.
Well, at the time of recording, we're only like an hour away from finding out.
Oh no!
Some of the evidence is so far-fetched. I can't even begin to tell you. It's crazy. They're like, look at this clock in the background. It looks like it says the time is 1:07, January 7th. I'm like, wait, okay.
Correct. Oh no!
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And if you play Stranger Things backwards, it tells you. It tells you. Oh,
it says John Lennon is dead.
John Lennon's actually to come back from the grave.
John Lennon is Vecna.
Yeah, John. Whoa, what did I miss?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey guys, I missed a lot, huh?
I'm Vecna. I want to hold your hand.
Paul is a clone. Paul is a clone. Paul is a clone.
I would love for Conformity Gate to be real, because that would be exceptional, but I don't think it's going to be.
Yes, it's not. It's not real, but Paul McCartney is dead. All right, let's move on to the final part of our show, the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Snack time!
Oh no, what have you done?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You've opened up the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Holy shnikes.
Manda basata. I don't make this stuff up.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Oh, it's Hoagie Fest. Let me pull over to this asteroid. What?
This is the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Oh, these cookies!
Put that cookie down now!
What does Rich have in store for us?
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure to empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
All right, there you go. Time for odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news. Here in this segment, Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen, because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. Rich, where are we heading?
All right. So in this story, this is taking place in Massachusetts.
Ah, Massachusetts. Okay. We never really go up to the Northeast like that.
The town is Taunton. Is that Taunton? Like is this like
the Star Wars?
Right?
You said
Taunton. I want to say Taunton.
That sounds like the creature in Star Wars.
Or it's like Taunton. I don't know. What would be another way to pronounce that?
Could it be Tuaton?
T-A-U?
T-A-U.
T-A-U-N-T-O-N. Taunton? How do you guys pronounce it?
I don't know, but yeah, I feel like that.
It looks like Taunton.
Taunton, yeah.
All right.
Let's go with that.
It would be cold up there, so.
Does make sense, yes.
Yes. Your Taunton will not reach the first marker if you go up to this town. All right. So in this story in Massachusetts, it's something that we've talked about somewhat before with weird crime happening in the United States of America. But good luck to whoever did this. I don't know how you're going to enjoy yourself. But according to Costco, a $400,000 shipment of lobsters was stolen.
Oh, good for you.
Whoa.
These stories. What are you going to do with all that?
That's a lot of lobster. I mean, I know lobster's very tasty and great with butter.
Do you think somebody just like grabbed a truck and drove away and like thinking it was TVs or iPhones and like, oh no, it was seafood?
Oh, good for you.
Because seafood goes off fairly quickly.
Yeah,
you don't want to be stuck with. You said $400,000.
$400,000.
So how many pounds of seafood does that come to? Because I feel like that's going to be a lot of lobsters. And was it just lobsters, or was there like fish in there too?
This was just lobster.
Wow,
and
a lot of lobster.
It was just a cargo truck.
Just a full cargo
truck.
Like 16-wheeler,
Yep.
big. Oh, man.
It was supposed to make deliveries in Costco locations in Illinois and Minnesota.
Wow.
Two pretty big states, too. It was supposed to cover
$400,000 of lobster was supposed to cover 2 states worth of Costco's. That's crazy.
That's a lot of lobster.
If I went and bought every single lobster at the Costco's in King of Prussia and Montgomeryville, I don't know what I would do with that much lobster, let alone the lobster from an entire state or 2 states.
Yes.
How much lobster do you think it was?
It's a whole truck.
For 2 states worth of Costco's?
Yep. According to Rexing Companies, which was the logistics company that was handling the shipment, said that the lobster was indeed packed, but the truck never reached its destinations. Wow. Uh-oh.
The evidence has been falsified.
So it was literally a hijacking. They just grabbed the whole truck. I think they thought it was something else.
That is really tough to fence, and you'd have to fence it really quickly, too.
You'd have to do it within like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Were they live lobsters, or were they dead? Were they like already like killed or prepared?
I believe dead, because
if it was live, then
I don't think they're live.
What do you think is a bigger problem to have on your hands? $400,000 worth of dead lobsters, or $400,000 worth of live lobsters?
Oh my gosh. I guess that is a problem if they're live,
because what do you now they're just like live and writhing around
and
like
they're pissed off. They're like, what's happening?
Yeah, right. It's way easier to move dead lobsters than live ones.
Yeah,
because the live one, like dead ones, you can just chuck, but live ones are going to be, like you said, they're going to be all pinchy and stuff.
They're not very thrilled with what you're doing.
Were they on ice? Were they?
Yes.
Were they like?
They did have ice. Yeah, they were packed in ice.
They were packed in ice. Were they like vacuum sealed, or were they just like loose, like dead lobsters on ice?
I don't know if they were vacuum sealed.
This is such a big problem for these thieves. I think they bit off way more than they can chew.
Yes, they did. That's a lot of.
That's lobster. A lot of lobster. There's only so many surf and turf and lobster mac and cheeses you can make.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 ways I can think to use lobster.
Hey, Bob, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just making 200 tons of shrimp mac and cheese lobster. You want some?
What'd you have for dinner last night? Surf and turf and lobster mac and cheese. What are you having for dinner tonight? Surf and turf and lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, living the high life over there, aren't you?
You invite somebody over for a football game, you just have lobster tails for everyone.
Everyone gets
just a tray of lobster tails.
Everyone has like 5 lobster tails, and they can put it on
lobster
their fingers.
Tails, lobster rolls, lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah. Wow. You really went all out for this wild card game.
I treat my friends right. Here, have some more lobster. Just hand them out 2 at a time.
Yeah. Here, I got 500 lobsters for you to take home.
I made everyone 2 pounds of lobster mac and cheese to take with them.
No reason.
Like, how do you get rid of that much
just
lobster?
Out of the goodness of my heart.
That's right.
I really want to make sure everyone is.
Wow, this must have cost a fortune. How much did it cost you? About $400,000.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal.
I got it half off.
You might be able to say that I found it off the back of a truck.
Yeah, it fell off the back of a truck.
Yeah, that's a lot of lobster. I love lobster, but there's a limit.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Lobster is always kind of listed as like, like someone's last meal or something. But yeah, if you had that much lobster, I'm sure that would get stale very fast.
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Boston, I had like 3 lobster rolls over the course of like a weekend, and I'm like, you know what, I'm pretty content. I did it up, and like I can't imagine having that for every meal of every day, and still having $390,000 worth of lobster left over. Like,
help!
But also, seafood goes off relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to have seafood longer than like 3 days, really, after it's been prepared. You know.
So I mean, how long does lobster last? Like a week?
If that? If you keep it frozen, I mean, I guess if you vacuum seal it, maybe longer. But where do you even keep it all?
Yeah, in the back of this truck.
In the back of the truck. I mean, ice melts eventually, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have to throw in more ice.
You're just buying an entire freezer worth of ice every single day. You go to the beer distributor, you're like, load it up. Like, how much? Just all of it.
I need all of it.
And every ice cube you have in the entire building.
Actually, just send your Iceman over my way. I'm just going to commandeer his ice for the next.
Do you just
couple
contact
days.
an ice wholesaler? Like,
yeah.
What do you do?
So, what business are you in? Private entity. Just don't ask questions. Just sell me your damn ice.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they have not found who stole this yet. So, as of right now.
Look for the giant truck.
Yes, there is $400,000 worth of lobsters missing. So if you come across...
If you go over somebody's house for Wildcard Weekend and they serve you multiple lobster tails...
Yeah, something is amiss.
So you might want to look into where they got it from.
Yeah, ask some probing questions. Where did you get this lobster?
Why you just have trays and trays of lobster?
Why are you giving me 500 lobsters as I leave your place?
Oh, here, take a goodie bag with you. It's just like 5 lobster tails. That's insane.
Here's 20 lobster tails. Take them.
Yeah, 20, yeah.
Instead of like tipping people, that's like what
you
he's
tip
tipping.
them in lobster tails?
Yeah, just here, keep a couple. On the house.
You go to pick up your food from order out, you shove a lobster tail into the tip jar.
Thank you very much. Here you go. Have dinner on me.
There you go. Oh, man. I love lobster, but that's a lot.
Yes, that is. I can't believe that covered 2 states. That's
enough lobster for not just like all the Costco's in 2 states, and Costco's are huge.
Illinois and Minnesota was the planned delivery routes for this shipment, according to Rexing Companies. That was the shipping. That was the logistics behind this shipment that was supposed to go out.
Man.
That's a lot of lobsters.
That's a lot of lobsters.
Or
I don't know.
Whoever stole the lobsters, are they just going to go to like Illinois and Minnesota and just be like, "Hey, I noticed you guys are out of lobsters. Would you guys like some?"
What if this is an organized enterprise? Like, what happens if it was like another fish wholesaler or monger that intercepted the truck and they just diverted it back to like their fish monger store? Like, that's the only way that I could think of this working, is if you already had an enterprise that sold seafood. Because if you're just a dude...
yeah, you're just
like, if you're just a dude with $400,000 of lobster, there's no way you're moving that. And there's no way you're eating it. I know there's people out there be like, oh, I'd love to eat that. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Trust me.
Could you donate lobster to a food bank?
No. That's insane. If you roll up to your local church and you just dump a wheelbarrow full of lobster, they're going to be like, sir... What happens if somebody has a shellfish allergy? You know?
Oh.
They want things like Stofers and stovetop and canned cranberry sauce.
Whoops.
Not lobster, loose lobster tails.
I don't know.
Could you imagine going to the food bank? You're like, ooh, lobster, and put in your little brown bag.
I was trying to treat the poor. I was trying to help them out.
Just open up a food stand. Be like, lobster tails. Sell them like little kids sell cups of lemonade.
Yeah. Free lobster.
Free lobster. Lobster for you.
$1 lobster tail.
You're like modern day Jesus splitting the fish.
Yeah.
Like fish for everyone.
Right. I made multiple. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle,
right?
Wait
a minute. I'm Jesus. Yes.
I had no lobster, and now I suddenly have an entire trailer filled with lobster.
The Lord has provided for $400,000 worth of lobsters.
And the Lord hath said, "You shall eat lobster for every meal of every day."
It's incredible. The power of Christ, it did it.
The power of Christ.
He did it.
I'll tell you what, though, there were some New England Italians that had a really good 7 fishes over Christmas.
Oh, wait, but I don't know if this was... this was after.
Was this after?
Let me check.
They messed up.
Let me check here. Oh, wait, no. This was
over
before.
Christmas? This was before?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some Boston Italians.
Wait a minute. This changes the whole thing. Yeah, wait a minute. Now, they stole this for 7 fishes.
How many people do you think they had over for 7 fishes? Like, at least 20, right?
They had the whole... They had the whole
town
over. They had
over.
the family over. They had the Gumas over. They had the gangs over.
They had the friends of the family, the friends of the friends of the family.
Yeah. They had friends of mine, friends of ours,
That's
friends
right.
of yours. Yeah.
They had everybody over. That's a lot of fish. Oh, now there's a fish you're never going to see at my 7 fishes.
Yeah, you're not going to get lobster.
Unless I steal a truck.
Right.
That's the only way.
There's always time, Mike.
There's always time, right? Exactly.
You could do it theoretically now.
Just got to plan ahead,
Right.
well in advance. Intercept that truck. As it's driving from Boston, it has to come through Pennsylvania at some point. Just got to figure out where.
Yeah, where it intercepts.
And then go intercept it, and then bring it back.
You could do it.
We'll have the best 7 fishes ever.
Yeah.
Lobster tail, that's the only thing we're having. Just lobster 7 ways. Lobster thermidor, lobster rolls, surf and turf, lobster mac and cheese.
Lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque. There's a good one. Wait, is that 6? I just need one more. Did I say just regular lobster tail?
Primavera?
Sure. There you go. 7. There you go. Lobster 7 ways.
Yay.
That's my 7 fishes.
Even
This upcoming Christmas in 2026.
Even if you did that, I don't think that would still even put a dent into $400,000 worth of
No,
lobster.
you could serve lobster 7 ways to like all of your friends and family, and you'd still be left with like $300,000 or more of lobster.
Yeah. So
that's an insane amount of lobster.
Yeah. So good luck, whoever stole that truck. I don't know what you're going to do with all that lobster. And it's probably going to go bad relatively like fast, like now. It's probably already starting to spoil by now, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't,
if this was before Christmas that this was stolen.
Wow. So I just looked up a pound of lobster. This is according to AI Overview. Roughly costs 15 to 20 pounds for live $15 to $20 for live lobsters.
Okay.
So
$400,000 worth of lobster
divided by what is that?
What did you say it was?
15 to 20. I'll say 20. I'll go the high end.
What, 20,000? Does that make sense?
20,000.
Did I do my math right?
20,000. If the lobster's only 1 pound. See, this is the thing. I don't know how much.
So is that 20,000?
You only get about 4 ounces of meat from a 1 pound lobster. So you would get, if it was $20 for a pound, you'd get 20,000 1 pound lobsters. That's a lot of lobsters.
That's a lot of lobsters and a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of work to extract the meat from it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It is. That's a lot of boiling pots.
Yes.
You just have every boiler going.
FBI, look into who is suddenly ordering boiling pots on Amazon.
Wow, this guy in Boston just ordered like 12 shipments of brand new, like nine-piece cookware sets.
Yeah. This guy placed an order for 500 boiling pots. What the hell?
This guy went to the restaurant store and bought every pot. That's your first clue. The other clue is the trailer backed up into his driveway.
Yeah, so there you go. We always love hearing one of those weird, wacky theft stories because, yeah, I don't know how you're going to get rid of that.
I understand going in. Well, I don't understand it, but like hypothetically, going into a Costco and stealing a lobster or 2. Right?
Or 3.
Or 3. That's
or
dinner.
4.
Right.
Or 5.
You can even steal 10. You can steal 20. You can steal as many as the cart can carry. That's still a reasonable number.
Yeah. $400,000.
$400,000? That's wildly unreasonable. At a minimum, you're talking 10 to 20,000 individual lobsters.
Good luck. I don't know how you're going to fence it or get rid of it.
Look for warehouses that have freezers. How can they not figure this out? There's only so many places it can go. Where do trailer trucks fit? Where are places with large freezer spaces, right? Who bought like 20,000 pots?
And who really loves lobster this much?
Yeah. Just go on all the lobster fan pages.
Yeah. Who cooks an inordinate amount of lobster? All right. Well, there you go. That is a true story. Hopefully, I don't know if do you even want to find the lobster at this point? I don't know if I would trust it.
No, because you can't take it back. It's just you got to write it off.
Yeah. So hopefully they find the criminal, but as for the actual lobster, I don't know. Just keep it at this rate.
Yeah.
If you got it, cook it.
Honestly, leaving them with that much lobster is punishment enough. Because now they got to deal with all of it.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. That is the Non-Fortune Cookie odd news for this week, and that will wrap it up for this week's episode. Thank you guys for watching and supporting us. If you like our little show, make sure you go to our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on all the social media. But most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. 2 main ways to do that. First one is on YouTube. We put the video podcast up on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Crispy Noodle Podcast and hit that subscribe button so you get the podcast sent to you every week. Second main way is on Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify so you can watch it there. But you can also listen to us as an audio-only podcast on there. And then if you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you can take us on the go with you using Spotify and those apps. So make sure you do that if you're stealing lobster or any other type of food, all right?
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle Podcast while you're stealing your lobsters.
Why not?
But if you need to get in touch with us individually to let us know when we can expect the lobster feast, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo.
Let us know when the feast is happening, yeah.
That's right. That's important. You can also send us your sports, entertainment, and odd news stories. That's Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I'm at Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. Find us on Blue Sky. Let us know what's happening. And if there's a topic you want us to talk about, make sure you send it to us there. Any odd news, make sure it goes to me so that Mikey doesn't see it. And if we talk about your subject, we'll give you the sausage shout-out. So make sure you do that for future episodes. All right, but for right now, we got to go ahead and find some seafood of our own, something else to steal, and to see if Stranger Things is coming back.
Go watch Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 9.
Yes, Stranger Things and
Conformity
seafood.
Gate.
Yeah, we'll find that out. But for right now, that'll do it. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.